Hello and welcome. This is 101 with TBO on Manifest Media FR on television. My name is Toyi Banishayi when you welcoming you to this segment. Today on the program, I have a singular honor and privileged to welcome to the program the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Housing. ODUNUGA, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, ma. I know that you have been sometimes I have the opportunity to interview you on the program, and you mentioned that the people in the real sector, the build sector, that there's something they need to do if they want to operate in Lagos State. I want to know how far you have gone about this.
Thank you very much again, and it's good to see you again. If you're in the build sector in Lagos State, most especially in the real estate sector, for you to be able to practice real estate or do anything in that regard, you have to be licensed by the state government, and the agency in charge of doing that is the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority, LASRERA. Either you are a developer, you're a broker, you're an agent, or you're a lawyer that also participates in transactions of real estate, you'd have to register and be permitted. I would not call it license, it's permit for you to practice real estate in Lagos. It's a seamless process. Just go on the website www.lasrera.gov.ng, and once you go on there, it would give you the categories of how to register. So what you require is your CAC, the address where your company is situated, because you have to have a permanent site address, which our monitoring and compliance units would visit for us to ascertain that you're actually real. And once they've done that, then it gets passed on to the legal department of the ministry. So the legal department makes sure that your CAC registration is up to date, and also all the details that you provided, it's legal. So as for us to be able to ascertain that you're a real entity or person. So once all that has been satisfied, then you are given a permit for you to be able to practice, which is renewable every year.
I know that Honorable BARAKAT ODUNUGA BAKARE is a lawyer.
Yes, I am.
What is the level of compliance with what we are talking about?
So far, so good. We've had quite good cooperation from developers, agents, and brokers in the state government. So they've complied, but some areas, some people have mentioned that they're not aware of what the agency does. So what we've done so far is that we've had interactions and discussions with all groups, certain groups of people. We've had discussions with the OBAs, we've had discussions with the CDCs and CDCs and CDAs. We've also had discussions with some local government chairmen. So what we decided to do now is to take that advocacy to the BILE divisions, take it down, all the way down to the grassroots. By doing that, in preparation for us to do that, we've established satellite offices in a few local governments. At least for now, we have 4. We have in Surulere, we have in Igbogbaiku, we have in Agege, and also in Ojodo as well too. So people can approach those our offices, those are satellite offices, for them to get enlightened about what the agency does. I.e., you want to make complaints about maybe you have a recalcitrant tenant or a recalcitrant landlord, or maybe you've been unforcefully evicted from your property, or your landlord has the thought of just increasing your rent outrageously. You can approach those satellite offices for us to intervene. So we serve as a mediator between both tenants and landlord when they have disputes.
Have you ever resolved, since this started, have you resolved any issue of such?
I would say, to the glory of God, we resolved hundreds of cases in regards to disputes in the States. So most of those cases don't pass the agency. They don't proceed to go to the High Court. But we've also had situations whereby some of them, we've had discussions mediated between both of them, and either one of the parties doesn't agree to the terms that were agreed upon at the ministry. So we have to refer them to the Ministry of Justice for them to take up the situation, and also the Ministry of Justice takes it up and obviously transfers the case to the courts.
Okay. One thing that is so worrisome in Lagos State nowadays is that you see old houses giving way to the new ones. There's nothing bad in that. When a situation whereby you see a plot of land and you see about 4 or 5 houses springing up in just one piece of land, is your agency doing anything in regulating that?
So my agency is not the one in charge of that. That's physical planning. That's physical planning
and urban development.
And urban development, yes.
So what concerns your ministry, it's just to regulate the people who are developers.
Developers, yes. Okay. And also tenants as well too.
And tenants
because you're supposed to, as Lagosians, either you're a tenant or a landlord. What the agency also supervises, which we are going to take up in the coming years, that you're supposed to register your transactions, i.e. you're signing a new tenancy agreement. You're supposed to bring it to the knowledge of the state government that you're registering a transaction. And why we've said that is because when issues or disagreements arises, we are aware of the transaction, so it's easy for us to deal with from the beginning.
Okay. Now something is coming up. I think 16th of December.
16th and 17th of December.
Can you just tell us a little bit of this and why is this coming up? And what you intend to gain after the summit?
So what is the 6th Marketplace Conference and Exhibitions? It's an exhibition and conference that the ministry has been championing for the last 6 years. And this year's one is going to be different from the ones that we've had in the past. The reason why it will be different is because we have delegates coming from well over 7 countries. And the reason why they're coming is because we believe in the power of partnerships. Partnership helps economies thrive. And we're looking forward to partnering with these delegates that are coming for them to bring investments into Lagos State. We all know that Lagos is the economic nerve center of Nigeria. And if such investment comes, it would actually help us as well to breach the housing deficit in Lagos State to a certain percentage, because the state government cannot do it alone. Our developers are cooperative as well too. But we're looking forward to this massive partnership that is coming from outside. So what the conference is looking to achieve at the end is the power of partnership.
And who are the people that are qualified to attend? It's someone like me qualified to attend?
Well, you can attend because you're a stakeholder in Lagos State. It's basically for everybody that feels they're a stakeholder in the build sector. Okay. So registration is compulsory, but attendance is free. You don't pay a dime to attend. Okay. All you just need to do registration is free as well too, but it's compulsory that you register for us to be able to curb and ascertain the amount of people that are coming.
Okay. The year is gradually coming to an end. What do we look forward to in year 2026 in this your office?
We should look forward to thorough legislation, and because we're expecting our bill that is at the House of Assembly. The tenancy bill has been amended at the moment, and we're expecting it to be passed. And we can assure Lagosians that once the bill comes into law, the agency will go into full swing of making sure that the enforcements are done properly. Okay. And as a ministry, from the Ministry of House, we should expect more commissioning of housing projects, hopefully maybe 2 in the first quarter, 2 or 3, and then another 2 in the middle of the year, and then another 2 towards the end of 2026, by God's grace.
But for the last question, it's people are saying that, well, Lagos State government is saying that I should give my house out as so amount of money. They're saying, but government didn't build this house for me now. So what happens in case this law comes into operation and probably any landlord said that maybe a flat, the state government said, okay, give it out at probably 3 million. And I said, no, I want to take it. I want to maybe rent it out for about 5 million. What will happen to such landlords?
So what we have done, like I said, is that we've been having a lot of interactions with these landlords and have gentlemen agreements with them. And I believe they will keep to their side of the agreement so that things will be easy for us.
Even the ones that are just
springing up. Yes. Because we have situations of landlords that do a little bit of renovations in their houses and then they skyrocket their rents, making life miserable for the tenants or the supposed incoming tenants coming in. we have to be compassionate as Nigerians. We all know times are hard. We should not make times harder for each other. In as much as we're telling landlords, don't increase your rents exorbitantly, we have to look for how much they are renting houses at a certain area. So we believe that our interactions with them and our discussions with them would come to play once the law comes into effect.
Thank you so much. The last couple of minutes on 101 with TBO for this week, I have the singular honor and privilege to talk to the special advisor to Lagos State Governor on housing, Honorable Barrister ODUNUGA BAKARE. You're welcome. Thank you so
very
much.
madam. Thank you for having me.